You must have heard about Antarctica, which is considered one of the most mysterious places in the world. Despite being the fifth largest continent on Earth, it is shrouded in mystery, with its vast 14 million square kilometers area covered in nothing but ice. Antarctica is the southernmost continent, surrounded by the Southern Ocean. But have you ever wondered what Antarctica really looks like? Because whenever Antarctica comes to your mind, you probably think of penguins and huge glaciers of ice. However, beyond that snowy landscape, there are many things in this snowy region that are beyond your imagination. Yes, even though it ranks as the fifth largest landmass, Antarctica has become a mysterious host, displaying interesting phenomena like the Piri Reis map, the ozone hole, and fascinating bloodbaths. Famous podcaster Joe Rogan recently shared a shocking revelation. Archaeologists have found a map from the 1500s, and guess what it contains? Antarctica. Now, one wonders, why would Antarctica be on a map from the 1500s, at a time when no one knew it existed? To me, the obvious answer is that we are dealing with the fingerprints of a lost civilization. The discovery was surprising, especially considering that the continent was officially discovered in 1820. Who were the explorers who first entered and mapped this land in the 1500s? Could there be a lost civilization that we never discovered? Join us as we dive into this captivating mystery that has the potential to reshape our understanding of history. Back in 1984, scientists stumbled upon one of the most captivating discoveries in astrobiology when they found meteorite ALH 8401 in Antarctica. This meteorite, a piece of Mars, had been flung into space during a powerful impact event on the Red Planet before making its way to Earth and touching down in the Allen Hills region of Antarctica. Fast forward to 1996, and NASA's David M. led a team of scientists who unveiled their findings about ALH 8401, setting off a storm of controversy and heated debates among scientists and the public alike. What stirred the pot? Well, it turns out the meteorite raised the possibility of ancient microbial life on Mars. The researchers pointed to minuscule worm-like structures and mineral formations within ALH 8401 that looked surprisingly similar to fossilized bacteria. Their argument suggested these features might be remnants of microbial life that once flourished on Mars billions of years ago. This revelation ignited a fiery discussion that left the scientific community and the general public deep in thought. Now, a recent and surprising revelation has emerged that has shaken the foundations of our current understanding of the Antarctic continent. A small, mysterious map has been discovered, leading us to a delectable trove of new insights. Notably, Joe Rogan, a widely recognized podcaster and commentator, has joined the conversation and is contributing more than just his thoughts on the matter. They have revealed shocking truths about the least explored continent on Earth. Spread over an area of approximately 14 million square kilometers, Antarctica is approximately 8.24 times larger than Alaska, the largest state in the United States. The sheer enormity of it is a challenge to understand, given the impact it has on even the most vast areas. Unlike other continents, Antarctica lacks permanent human habitation and is not governed by any single nation. The topography of Antarctica is not only diverse, but also awe-inspiring. This ice-rich continent boasts the largest ice sheet on the planet. This massive ice sheet, known as the East Antarctic Ice Sheet, covers about 2/3 of the continent and reaches an astonishing height of up to 4,000 meters above sea level. It presents an icy wilderness of gigantic proportions, an unreal landscape where glaciers flow like uncontrolled rivers, and ice shelves extend into the vast Southern Ocean. Antarctica is famous for its extremely cold temperatures, with the lowest temperature recorded on Earth being -8.6 degrees Fahrenheit or -89.2 degrees Celsius, as recorded at Vostok Station in the Soviet Union in 1983. Despite its harsh climate, Antarctica hosts a wide variety of wildlife, which includes penguins, seals, whales, and seabirds. These creatures have adapted to the harsh conditions and depend on the nearby Southern Ocean for sustenance. Primarily designated for scientific research and exploration, various countries have established numerous research stations and field camps to investigate topics such as climate change, geology, biology, and astronomy. In 1928, a watershed moment in Antarctic history occurred when the first aircraft successfully landed on the icy continent. Australian polar explorer Sir Hubert Wilkins accomplished this monumental feat, along with American aviator Carl Ion. His plane, a modest Lockheed Vega monoplane, flew over the frozen landscape before touching down gracefully on the ice near Deception Island. This historic achievement opened up new possibilities for exploration and research in Antarctica, forever changing our perception of this remote and formidable land. In more recent geological epochs, Antarctica gradually evolved into the frozen wilderness we are familiar with today. Approximately 34 million years ago, the continent began cooling and ice started accumulating. As time progressed, the ice sheet expanded, covering the landmass and turning it into the frozen desert we witness today. The process of glaciation has crafted Antarctica's topography, forming striking valleys, towering peaks, and expansive ice shelves. It stands as a testament to the immense forces of nature and the unfolding of ages. While Antarctica's history conceals numerous mysteries, it has also sparked conjecture about the potential existence of a pre-Adamite civilization flourishing in this icy domain. Some theorists suggest the presence of advanced societies with sophisticated technologies predating recorded history. It's crucial to emphasize that these claims lack scientific substantiation, residing within the realm of speculation and pseudoscience. The severe and unwelcoming conditions in Antarctica make it an improbable location for sustained human habitation in ancient times. Nonetheless, Antarctica continues to captivate and fascinate. Its unspoiled environment sustains a fragile ecosystem where unique species like penguins, seals, and seabirds have adapted to thrive in the extreme cold. Scientists from various parts of the world engage in research activities in Antarctica, delving into climate change, geology, and the cosmic enigmas. Yet this captivating living laboratory of nature has numerous intriguing discoveries to unveil. Join us as we embark on an exploration of some of the fascinating revelations that have surfaced in this remote continent. Let's kick off with a compelling question. What makes Antarctica a focal point for myths, government involvement, and conspiracy theories? And what exactly fuels Joe Rogan's fascination with it? As one of the most sparsely inhabited places on our planet, Antarctica has consistently stirred the interest of explorers and researchers over the years. Various endeavors have been undertaken to unravel the profound secrets concealed within this distant expanse. Among those captivated by its mysteries is Joe Rogan, renowned as one of the world's most popular podcasters. Throughout his decade-long podcasting journey, Joe Rogan has featured a multitude of scientists and explorers sharing previously undisclosed information about Antarctica. In a riveting 2022 episode of his podcast, Joe Rogan found himself astounded by a shocking revelation about Antarctica, with fellow podcaster and comedian Sam Tripoli as his guest. During their conversation, Sam delved into the events surrounding Operation Highjump. Are you familiar with it? No? Well, Operation Highjump was a military exercise conducted in Antarctica during the mid-20th century. This operation purportedly involved President Harry Truman, Nazis, and even extraterrestrials. In reality, Operation Highjump, officially titled the United States Navy Antarctic Developments Program, did indeed take place. The mission took place from 1946 to 1947 under the leadership of Rear Admiral Richard E. Byrd. On February 1, 1947, the expedition, initially planned for an 8-month duration, reached Antarctica in the Queen Maud Land area. Although Rear Admiral Byrd's primary focus was scientific research, the expedition received financial support from the U.S. Navy. The journey was equipped with the aircraft carrier Casablanca, 25 planes, 7 helicopters, a submarine, an icebreaker, and 12 tankers, housing a total of 4,800 personnel. Officially, the expedition aimed to discover coal and other resources, provide cold weather training for military personnel, and evaluate the possibility of establishing military bases in Antarctica. Yet, one cannot help but question the necessity of such an extensive endeavor. Why did they need 32 planes, 13 ships, and almost 5,000 people, some of whom tragically lost their lives? President Truman and the American government held a significant interest in Antarctica, particularly in establishing American sovereignty over the region. Citing Admiral Byrd's journals, Sam Tripoli revealed that the Navy commander had purportedly made contact with Nazi UFOs. Subsequently, it was disclosed that the true mission's purpose was to retrieve missing Nazi leaders from their base in Antarctica. The expedition involved extensive aerial photography, the establishment of a polar station, and the emergence of strange messages on the airwaves, including "they were attacking us" and "we are suffering heavy losses." The identity of Rear Admiral Byrd's adversaries remains unknown. Interestingly, on March 3, 1947, all operations were abruptly halted, and the expedition hastily returned to America. How did the Nazis find their way to Antarctica? In January 1939, a German expedition reached the continent, claiming a portion of its land. This region, named New Swabia, became the subject of numerous legends. Speculations arose, suggesting not only the establishment of a secret German base, but also its use as Adolf Hitler's final refuge. Some even proposed the existence of a vast system of ice caves in Antarctica, where the Germans had built a massive city.
According to Sam Tripoli, there's a captivating story suggesting that during World War II, the Nazis struck a deal with extraterrestrials for their advanced technology. What's puzzling is why this technology wasn't used in the actual war, and why the aliens supposedly stuck around in Antarctica after the conflict. Tripoli also claimed that leaders of Operation Highjump eventually informed President Truman about this deal with the aliens. Allegedly, the president agreed, allowing the extraterrestrials to conduct experiments on humans. Surprisingly, these experiments are said to have occurred in our national parks and forests. Sam Tripoli's revelations on Joe Rogan's podcast unveil a mysterious chapter in Antarctica's history. The true details of what happened during Operation Highjump and the involvement of extraterrestrial entities remain speculative and intriguing. But the story doesn't end there. It extends to the Missing 41, a series of unsolved cases involving people disappearing in national parks across the USA. The Missing 41 documents these sudden vanishings on national lands, with many of the missing individuals sharing common characteristics. While certain aspects of Sam's narrative might sound like an elaborate conspiracy theory, it prompts us to ponder the true nature of activities in Antarctica and the military exercises taking place there. The primary reason for Antarctica's sparse population is, unsurprisingly, its incredibly cold conditions. While the frigid climate is well known, what's often underestimated is just how bone-chilling it can be. Throughout the years, this secluded and picturesque region has attracted countless adventurers engaging in various activities like digging, running, skiing, or hiking. However, surviving in this environment demands strict adherence to guidelines, with adventurers constantly adjusting their attire to cope with the harsh weather conditions. On an episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, Joe Rogan conversed with Colin O'Brady, a globally renowned adventurer and endurance athlete. Colin gained fame for completing the first solo, unsupported, human-powered crossing of Antarctica's landmass in 2018. During the interview, Colin shared the details of his entire journey and the measures he had to take to endure the brutal climate. It's important to highlight that Colin wasn't exaggerating the risks associated with sweating in Antarctica. The official tourism website for Antarctica explicitly warns against sweating, especially during winter. A common piece of advice from those experienced in polar environments is, if you sweat, you die. This caution stems from the fact that sweating saturates your clothes with moisture, which can freeze and form a frozen layer on the outer surface of your outfit. As you heat up, these frozen layers can melt, leading to potentially harmful consequences. This situation poses a significant challenge for someone like Colin, who had to engage in a considerable amount of physical exertion, including lifting and moving. While some may prefer to steer clear of cold climates, surviving in an environment where sweating could jeopardize your life doesn't sound appealing. Hence, understanding and adhering to the necessary precautions to thrive in Antarctica's extreme conditions are crucial for those venturing into this formidable land. If you have a desire to visit Antarctica, there are certain restrictions on what activities you can partake in. These limitations stem from the Antarctic Treaty System. In 1959, a treaty was signed by 12 countries: Argentina, Australia, Belgium, Chile, France, Japan, New Zealand, Norway, South Africa, the United Kingdom, the United States, and the USSR. The Antarctic Treaty establishes that the continent is not the exclusive property of any single country. Additionally, all participating nations commit to respecting each other's rights to the continent and restricting its use primarily to scientific research and limited tourism. The treaty's purpose is to safeguard the environment, preventing any human-made activities, especially industrialization and warfare, from posing threats to the continent's biodiversity. Now, let's delve into the astonishing discoveries made in Antarctica and how they reshape our understanding of history. But before we unveil the recent revelations that have left scientists stunned, let's share with you one of the best-kept secrets about the exploration of Antarctica. It originates from the missing diary of Admiral Richard E. Byrd. For years, Byrd's most intriguing findings remained a secret until his son stumbled upon his long-lost diary, which had somehow ended up in the possession of Tawani Wakao Shush. This remarkable revelation led to the establishment of the Hollow Earth Research Society, formerly known as the International Society for a Complete Earth, challenging established beliefs. Admiral Byrd's diary remained veiled in secrecy until the 1970s, when its contents were finally unveiled. To ensure the diary's significance reached a broader audience, it was entrusted to Dan Weiss, a distinguished researcher and author specializing in UFOs. Upon its publication, the world was introduced to Admiral Byrd's concealed findings, offering an intriguing glimpse into a realm of possibilities. The revelations within the diary stirred widespread curiosity and sparked passionate debates. The extraordinary insights found within its pages pushed the boundaries of scientific exploration, inspiring further investigation into the mysteries of the Hollow Earth. The journal, titled Flight Log Base Camp Arctic, unfolds a captivating narrative of Admiral Byrd's remarkable experiences during a mission to the Arctic. Venturing north, a few hours into the journey, he stumbled upon an awe-inspiring range of mountains previously unseen by human eyes. These towering peaks stood as a testament to the hidden wonders of the polar region. However, Admiral Byrd's expedition took an unexpected turn when he encountered challenges with the magnetic and gyro compasses aboard his aircraft. To his surprise, these crucial navigation tools began to spin and sway unpredictably. Speculations arose among the accompanying researchers that this erratic behavior might have been triggered by flying over the North Pole itself, as hinted by the reference to the base camp in the Arctic and their northerly heading. Merely 2 weeks after Admiral Byrd's Arctic expedition, Chilean newspapers reported a new and extraordinary event involving him. It was alleged that Byrd had encountered a different kind of adversary, astonishing flying objects. These mysterious crafts demonstrated the ability to travel vast distances and swiftly maneuver between the poles. In the treacherous Weddell Sea, a perilous battle unfolded for approximately 20 minutes. The unidentified crafts emerged from the water and fiercely attacked Byrd's group, resulting in numerous injuries and deaths. One entry in Admiral Byrd's diary recounts an unexpected mission over Antarctica, where he was transported into the inner Earth through a vortex. During this extraordinary journey, he encountered humanoid beings known as Agathans and a highly esteemed leader referred to as the Master. The Master expressed disapproval of humanity's creation of the atomic bomb and issued a warning about its destructive potential. This encounter left Byrd astonished, and he strongly believed that humanity needed to alter its course to avoid a bleak future. In the 1970s, scientists made a groundbreaking discovery that unveiled the vast untapped potential of the Antarctic region. They found an entirely different ecosystem thriving in the Antarctic waters, demonstrating that life can endure even in the harshest environments. Since then, approximately 400 lakes have been discovered beneath the surface of the Antarctic floor. These lakes, situated 3 kilometers below the ice, originated during the separation of Antarctica from the supercontinent Gondwanaland millions of years ago. One of the most notable subglacial lakes is Lake Vostok, discovered in the 1990s. It holds the distinction of being the largest known subglacial lake in Antarctica, lying at a depth of 2.5 kilometers beneath the ice. Despite remaining covered by ice for 20 million years, the lake maintains a temperature of approximately -3 degrees Celsius. Adding to the intrigue, these subglacial lakes boast existing ecosystems of microorganisms. These organisms, untouched by light for millions of years, manage to thrive by relying on gases like methane and ammonium to generate energy, enabling their survival in this extreme environment. When our minds wander to pyramids, the iconic structures in Giza, Egypt, often come to the forefront. However, in 2016, satellite imagery captured something intriguing in the Antarctic region. A peculiar formation resembling a pyramid surfaced from beneath the ice. Although challenging to access, scientists speculate that this may be evidence of a man-made pyramid constructed hundreds of thousands of years ago. The presence of these pyramids suggests the possibility that humans may have inhabited Antarctica long before our previously held beliefs. Some scientists go as far as speculating that a complete civilization might have once flourished in this seemingly unwelcoming region. However, the challenge lies in the inaccessibility of the area, making it difficult to gather substantial evidence to support these claims. But that's not the only intriguing aspect. Artifacts dating back thousands of years have been unearthed in Antarctica, fueling theories of an ancient culture predating modern humans. In 2017, a group of geologists extracted core samples from the frozen seafloor to delve into Antarctica's climate in earlier eras. Their discoveries were captivating. The team proposed a hypothesis suggesting that while Antarctica's current climate might not sustain much life, it wasn't always so inhospitable. They posited that a massive meteorite impact, potentially predating the extinction of the dinosaurs, occurred in Antarctica. This impact could have caused significant devastation, leading to months of darkness and caustic acid rain, rendering the planet temporarily uninhabitable. As mentioned earlier, Antarctica is an exceptionally secluded and challenging to reach destination. Getting entry to the continent can be quite tricky unless you have a well-defined purpose. Even if you successfully secure access, exploring the entire expanse of Antarctica is simply unfeasible. Tourists, hikers, and others are only permitted entry to a limited portion of the landmass, where they can participate in activities and savor the breathtaking scenery. Nevertheless, numerous areas of the continent remain off-limits, accessible exclusively to researchers and military personnel. A noteworthy incident took place during Sir Ernest Shackleton's expedition in the early 1900s. Shackleton and his two companions, aiming to become the first to cross the Antarctic continent by land, sensed the presence of a fourth individual walking with them during an especially challenging journey. This occurrence has been recounted by numerous others who have experienced feelings of being lost or stranded while exploring Antarctica. Lastly, let's explore the discovery of blood falls, one of the most intriguing and captivating findings in Antarctica in recent years. Situated in the McMurdo Dry Valleys, Blood Falls is a remarkable 5-story high waterfall that flows from a glacier into a lake. Its striking red color against the pristine backdrop of white snow and glaciers is what has earned it its captivating name. Thomas Griffith Taylor, a geologist who led several expeditions to Antarctica, first discovered blood falls in 1911. Initially, Taylor thought that algae caused the water's discoloration, but later, scientists unveiled the true reason behind the waterfall's unique hue. The glacier from which the waterfall emerges was named after Taylor in his honor. It was revealed that Blood Falls was once a highly salty lake that became isolated from the atmosphere due to the formation of ice. This isolation led to an increase in the water's salt content, preventing it from freezing even in extreme weather conditions. Furthermore, the water contains a high concentration of iron, giving it the distinctive blood red color. The absence of oxygen and sunlight in the water further enhances its dark hue. Thanks for tuning into our video. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more fascinating insights. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below and let us know what topics you'd like us to explore in future videos. Stay connected by following us on social media, and if you haven't already, click the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and embrace the adventure. See you in the next video.